Hello everybody, it is Alnight, it is Brony time, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations. Yeah, that's right, we are finally back. I no idea where we left off. I know we were confronting Cammy Mealy, but we're almost through this case, and after this I will be actually fully blind to the story and any future characters. So yeah, let's get right back into it. Now, this phone is ringing, so I believe we need to go and check it out. The ring come from somewhere in here, sir! Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. Okay, I think it's obviously gonna be in this one. The ringing is coming from somewhere around here. But it's not here, sir! Why do I have such a bad feeling about where I'm going to find this phone? Doesn't seem to be over here. Let's look somewhere else, sir! Is it... The ring's come from in here, sir! What? No, it can't be. This has gotta be the victim's cell phone! Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Tenero's. What?! So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room, in Miss Tenero's locker. What? But... Rhoda Tenero! I don't know any... Oh, sorry. Crap, I forget all my voices. I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it... I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away.
Objection!
Wait! I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed a cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the keycard, alright. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. Sorry, that was bad. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Francesca's right. Can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Ah, it's camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Francesca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir! This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for a smuggling case? If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir! Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. God, I'll find a way, don't worry about that! I go back to sleep now.
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? What do you mean by that, Francesca? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still inside It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Francesca, your phone if you please. Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now. Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case. Hey, the alley friend's nowhere in the pic, sir! But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Ouch, she's right. There's not much we can find out from that Agent Hicks killer. Killer, sir? Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use? What's all this? What's all this? Oh, there are cargo ships from Bolginia to Zhengfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhengfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there was no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes written in Bolginia. It says blah 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 blah. It is cloth in English. Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer? What? What is that scary face? What is that scary face? Miss Mealy. Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. The Virginian cargo in this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. It's the cloth.
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilled. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhengfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Cammy Mealy. That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Borginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There was no need for the killer to tear through the box at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first. Bedsheets, yeah. Hey, it says bedsheets in English right on the box, sir! Precisely. And bedsheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bedsheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the bed sheets had been opened. However, the Bolshinian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Shengfa. That's right. That is why the Bolshinian cloth was used. And the only Bolshinian reader on board who can make such a calculated decision, is you, Cammy Mealy. You and you alone. Ah! It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zhengfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer with those boxes. So what do you say, Miss Mealy? Why not confess your crime here and now? Would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhengfa? He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared I was in trouble. We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Edgeworth, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Indeed, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. That's... I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at GoU Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth. I forgot it's GoU Airlines. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Now, I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue, no matter where you go. Can't believe you wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy was it fun. Speak for yourself. My days was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francesca? Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for a departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? You got it, sir. Go you. Francesca. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for such familiar reminiscence. Just who do you think I am? You are Francesca Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing Pierrot living her life on the name and fame of her invincible father built. True, your father Manfred Von Karma didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. What are you talking about? The group I am on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The struggling route we found this time is only one of the big picture. Jesus. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there is another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent. He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we could cross paths. I suppose, but I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The flight has only just begun, Miss Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough, and when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back, in full. Just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for a whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. Ah, it's nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francesca? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus I saw the first case upon my Bible home. Francesca von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano, correct? Ah, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. Well, that's quite a way to end a case. I will indeed save my progress. Well, guys, as of now, I'm completely blind. So, here we go. I believe... Oh, there's 5. Interesting. The Kidnap Turnabout. I would love to start indeed, yes. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. Let's see, I checked that the money is all there, safe inside this suitcase. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place after all. Welcome to Gatewater Land! Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you! I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture of you. Sorry, but I'm not interested. Ah, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello? Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano. It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, I'm a prosecutor. God damn, Edgeworth, dude. Dude, why would you admit you're... That's even worse than a cop. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. Edgeworth speaking. Next, come to the haunted house. And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. Suppose not. Suppose not. I've arrived. Go inside. Wow, we're a horror game now, huh? What a dismal place. Well, it's a haunted house, Edgeworth, that's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? Leave the money and go, now. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Well, Miles. Well, there we go. Back. Ah! It was a trap! Interesting. A guy betrayed. No, can't be. Then the deal. Who's that? What are they talking about? Split. Police. Alright. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. Which was Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano Group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. I don't know, I think this Amano guy's behind this. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Oh! Haha, was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Is that you making that funny sound? Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? A kidnapper? Me? No way, I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Ah, I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Great thief? And did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay, Kay? Good, glad that's settled. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Wow! Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy clear on me, you know. Girl, you literally this rope goes through here, and there you go. What a relief. I owe you my thanks. It's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right, you chauvinistic prick? No. Sorry. I had to do it. L, Miles, L. Don't underestimate women. That's not the part I have a tough time believing. Oh, okay, then never mind. I am the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know. Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior. That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu? Yep. The most righteous of the righteous. The legendary Great Thief. But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu. I was not aware thieves could pass down the titles like that. But don't worry, I got some big plans in the works. Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it! There's just no reasoning with a prosecutor. I'm not the problem here! I'll have you know, the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing. And what would that be? But that's going to have to wait until we find a way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Aha! Now I remembered! How can you remember something I just told you? But you sure is cheery. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way! I don't hear you! La la la! Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? It looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. We will begin our investigation of this room that we've been trapped in. Next time on Ace Attorney Investigations. Yeah, we're back. I think we're introduced to our assistant of this game. I wouldn't surprise if she ended up being the assistant in this game at all. But yeah, we are now completely blind. So I will still be marking this episode as semi-blind since it included the end of the other case. But from the end of this video forward, I know nothing. I have a feeling I'm either going to really like Kay or find her really annoying. But we'll see what happens. But that'll have to wait. So, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to anytime for more content, especially more Ace Attorney Investigations. Also, please make sure to share this video far and wide so we can get many more eyes on this series as possible. It's been dormant for a while, and I will see you all next time.